Hello all. So welcome back. Let's continue now. Now, what is easement? Easement ante enti. What does easement means? So, an easement means a person gets a legal right to use another person's property for some limited purpose. Example, if let's say if your house has no roads no road access, okay, now you may get a right to pass through this neighbor's land, so you do not become the owner of this land, but you only get a limited right to walk through this path. So use right, okay, not the ownership. So answer is B. Right enjoyed over another's land for beneficial enjoyment of one's own land. Okay. Now, what is will? Answer is the legal declaration regarding property after death. Okay. A will is a legal document where a person clearly writes how his property should be distributed after his death. So it only operates after death. So the person making the will is called testator. Okay. Now answer is C. What is codicil? Sometimes a person wants to change only a part of the will. Now he has written a will. Okay. Now he has to change some part of the will. Instead of writing a complete new one, that additional document which he is going to attach is called codicil. Okay. So answer is B. Supplement or alternation to a will. Okay, it modifies or explains the original will. Next one. Who can make a valid will? To make a valid will, a person must be major, mentally sound, and understand what he is doing. Okay, so in these options we have any person of sound mind and major age. Answer is B. Next, who is an executor? Who is an executor? A person appointed to carry out a will is the one who called as executor. An executor is a person chosen by the testator to implement the instructions written in the will after his death. Okay, so he acts like the manager of the will. Next one, who is a legatee? Now, a person receiving benefit under this will. Okay, a legatee is the person who receives the property or any benefit through a will. Like, let us say a grandfather leaves his house to his grandson in will. So, the grandson will become the legatee. Okay, next. Meaning of consideration in contract law. Okay, now here the answer is something given in return for a promise. Consideration means something in exchange. You pay the money, the shopkeeper give you a mobile. Okay, so money is your consideration and the shopkeeper consideration is mobile. Next one. Now, free consent. Okay, free consent is absent when caused by. So that is the question. A contract entered into a free consent is valid when the consent is not caused. Now, answer here is consent should come freely and voluntarily. Okay. Now, if agreement happens because of force, pressure, cheating, or threat. Now, this is not consent, right? So the consent is not free in this case. So those contracts should be avoidable. Now, in this question, the answer is coercion, under influence, fraud. Okay, which means all of them. Okay, next. Which remedy place injured party in the same position as a contract performance? Okay, that is the theme of this question. Answer is damages. See, damages means monetary compensation given to the injured party when this contract is broken. So, to financially place the person in the position he would be, I mean, he would have been in if the contract was properly performed. Okay, so most common remedy in contract law. So, answer here is damages. Damages means monetary compensation given to the injured party when the contract is broken. So let us see what is the meaning of negligence. Breach of legal duty causing damage. Negligence happens when a person fails to act carefully, and because of that, another person suffers the harm. Now, simple answer like let's say doctor carelessly gives some wrong medicine. So carelessness plus some damage is negligence. Answer is breach of legal duty causing the damage. Next one. So what are the essential element of negligence? Breach of duty causing the damage. To prove negligence, three things are more important. One is duty of care. Next one, duty was breach and damaged happened. Now, without damage, negligence claim usually fails. So, answer is breach of duty causing the damage. Now, what is meaning of defamation? Now, injury of reputation through false statement. See, the defamation means making false statements which lower another person's reputation in the society, like spreading false rumors against someone. Next one, vicarious liability. Now, one person is liable for another person's act. Okay, that is what the answer is. A person is liable for act committed by another person. Sometimes one person becomes legally responsible for another person's act. Now, employer will become liable for wrongful act of this employee during work. Let's say this driver who has committed an accident while going to the spot, even the employer becomes liable. That is called as though the employer have done nothing. Okay, this is what vicarious liability means. Next one, res is per equator. The thing speaks for itself. Sometimes accidents clearly show negligence even without direct proof. Okay. Now, a surgical instrument left inside the patient body after operation. So this accident itself shows negligence. Actually, this is a true story. This has happened. I think many of you know about it. Okay, next, common defense in defamation. Truth is the one of the strongest defense in defamation. Okay. Now, if the statement is true, it usually is not defamation. Law protects honest truth, not false attacks, right? The answer is B. Let us see the difference between battery and assault. See, assault is fear of force, but battery involves actual force. Okay, so assault is creating fear of immediate harm. I will kill you, I will beat you, I will hit you. But battery, which actually does this action, which I already said, right? So that is what battery means. Now, what is trespass to property occurs? Like, what is trespass to property? Unauthorized person, unauthorized interference with another property. The trespass happens when someone enters or interferes with another person's property without permission. Entering a private land without the consent is trespassing. What is the meaning of judicial review? Judicial review means courts can check whether law or government actions violate the Constitution. Okay. Now, here the judicially review means the court will check, okay, if the government has done some actions which violate the laws of the Constitution. If unconstitutional, or courts can strike them down. Okay. Now, Supreme Courts will protect the Constitution. Now, which article protects life and personal liberty? I think everybody, the one who has seen all my uh, videos and the questions till now, should answer this. And yes, before I answer this, there's very important thing which I want to discuss. See, there is a small button below subscribe. Please click on that. Okay, please do that. Have you done it? Answer is Article 21 here. Okay, let's go to the next one and the last one for today. Article 32 is called what? What is Article 32 talks about? Heart and soul of the Constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar called Article 32 is the heart and soul of the Constitution because it allows people directly approach the Supreme Court for protection of their fundamental rights. The rights become meaningful only when courts can be enforced. Okay, that's all for today. Please let me know if anything in the comment section. Thank you very much. Halas for the day.